We know for you to gain weight or muscles, you need to eat more than your daily maintenance calories. For you to lose weight, you better eat less than your daily maintenance calories. But that's not all of the equation. In more detailed level, you do want to make sure that you eat right types and sufficient amount of macronutrients. And you do want to focus on your daily intake of carbohydrates, protein, fat, and sodium. Not for the purpose of cutting weight, because you have already nailed it with eating less daily calories, but rather it's for all the chemistries that are happening in your body. The chemistries that will make your weight cutting process faster. The chemistry that will make you stay fit longer and easier. And the chemistry that will make your body looks good. And the chemistry to deal with your insulin sensitivity. So, what are those macronutrients and what they do? Introducing carbohydrates, aka carbs. Carbs could be found in so many foods: rice, bread, noodles, and vegetables. And yes, you heard it right. Vegetables contains carbs too. For instance, 100 grams of broccoli contains 6.6 grams of carbs. And by the way, did I mention that fruit has carbs too? So carbs are the main energy source that our body uses to fuel up our daily life. It is essential to human being, especially to our brain, nerve system, and red blood cell. However, on the other hand, carbs are responsible for gaining weight, especially the refined carb like white rice and white bread, since refined carbs are easily converted to fat and potentially stored in our body. However, consuming complex carbs like whole grains, vegetables, fruits are less likely to harm our body. It actually helps us to control hunger, since it has more fibers to fulfill our stomach. The bottom line is, if you are cutting weight, try to cut out most of your carb intakes from your daily meal, or at least replacing the refined carbs with complex carb like oats and brown rice. Or if you are bulking, still avoid refined carbs, but you do want to make sure that you eat slightly more carbs like complex carbs to fuel you up for working out. Remember insulin sensitivity? Excessive amount of carb intakes will reduce your insulin sensitivity. Then we have proteins. Proteins are building blocks of our muscle. Diet with high protein is generally considered healthy, since protein does few good things to our body. First, people tend to stay full longer by eating more protein than carbs and fat. And per gram of protein has 4 calories count, and fat has 9 calories count per gram. Second, when we digest food, our body will be consuming energy for that too. While digesting fat, 0 to 3% of total calories from fat you eat will be used to digest it. Carbs require 5 to 10%, and protein takes 20 to 30%. So by eating same amount of protein compared to fats and carbs, you end up with intaking less calories. Additionally, if you eat more protein but not excessive amount, you'll be gaining or at least maintaining muscles. And more muscles means higher rest metabolism rate. And higher rest metabolism rate means that your body will be burning more calories per day, even if you are at rest. But not all proteins are equal. We generally distinguish our protein source by meats and plants. For meats, there are red meats and white meats. Red meats include beef, pork, lamb, and etc., while white meats include chicken breast, whitefish, turkey, and more. You all heard about debates of red meats versus white meat, but in reality, they both have up and down sides. For example, red meat contains higher level of saturated fat, meaning high in cholesterol, which is associated with higher risk of heart attack and diabetes. And since red meat has more fat per gram, consuming more red meat will result in gaining weight. On the other hand, white meat tends to be leaner, has lower cholesterol level and less fat, so that when you eat white meat instead, you are less likely to develop diabetes and heart attack, as well as gaining fat. However, some essential nutrients are more found in red meat than white meat. Therefore, the better idea is to include both types of meat in your diet. For plant-based protein, that is a whole nother story, and a lot of debate around it too, which I'm gonna skip it for now. Then we have fats. When people hear about words fats, they tend to put on bad faces. It is easy to associate fats with unhealthy, but in reality, fats are essential to our body. Without fats, our body will be in chaos. Our organs will be smashing into each other, causing some serious health issues. And we'll be constantly feeling cold. and we won't have enough energy to carry out our daily activities. However, you do want to make sure you limit your fats in your body as well as the fat intake from your food. When it comes to food, fats are in different forms. There are 4 types of fat that we can find in our food: saturated fat, trans fat, monounsaturated fat, and polyunsaturated fat. The first 2 are to avoid, since they will harm your body, causing heart attack, stroke, and make you gain weight. The later 2 are considered good fat. They are both unsaturated fat, which gives you opposite effect to your body comparing to the first 2. The bottom line with fat, you absolutely need fat intake from your food. But do yourself a favor. Choose food that only contains monounsaturated fat and polyunsaturated fat, without saturated fat and trans fat. For your convenience, here I got a list of good fat sources for you. For monounsaturated fat, you can find it from food like avocado or avocado oil, olive or olive oil, canola oil, almonds, hazelnuts, and pecans. For polyunsaturated fat, you can have fish, flaxseed, or flaxseed oil, canola oil again, and walnuts. Make sure you introduce those healthy fats into your daily diet, but keep in mind that fats per gram has high calorie counts. So if you are thinking about cutting weight, even if those are healthy fat, don't eat too much. Now, let's talk about sodium. Just like many people don't like fats, sodium seems to be seen as bad for your body. But actually, your body does require sufficient amount of sodium intake daily to maintain body fluid level and keep our nerve system functional. However, too much sodium does cause trouble. Too much sodium in your body will cause your blood pressure to go up and in worst case, give you a heart attack. Also, too much sodium will trigger your body cell to store excessive amount of water. Makes you look fat with high number on the scale, aka water weight. A lot of time we are consuming more sodium than our daily need without you knowing it. Salt, sauce, or even so-called light sauce may scare you with their high sodium amount. And often, we pay enough attention to other things like fats, carbs, sugar, and proteins, but we sometimes ignore sodium. Next time when you go to the grocery shopping, check the label of food you buy and see how much sodium they have, and you will be surprised. After all that information I've presented, you may feel confused and overwhelmed already. You may think, how am I supposed to choose the right food after all this information, and how do I monitor my daily calories? Well, thanks to modern technology, we have many tools nowadays to help us to reach our fitness and health goals. Here is an app that I use on a daily basis to check out my food and keep track of my daily calories. Let me demonstrate how it works. So you download and open up this app. You need to sign up first. After you're done with signing up, you will see this page. It's your dashboard. Click on More at the bottom right corner. Then click Goals. Here in this page, you can adjust the data and goals you just set up when you're signing up. Just leave it be for now and click on Calories, Carbs, Protein, and Fat goals. Then you will see your daily macronutrient goal. It's in both form of gram units and percentage. You actually don't really need to do anything at this point. The goal this app generates for you is pretty scientific, but if you are like me, who don't enjoy eating too much fat, you can adjust percentage yourself, and the gram units will be adjusted accordingly by itself. However, this app doesn't allow you to adjust your daily calories if you want to replace it, say, your DEXA test result, which is more accurate measurement. You can do that too, and if you do that, all other nutrition goals will be updated accordingly. Now, let's click on the plus sign at the bottom, choose food, and pick a meal. In the search box, type in food that you are about to buy or eat. Say, chicken breast, one of the typical healthy food. Click search. And now, you are looking at so many chicken breasts. Preferably, choose the one with green checkmark, since those are verified inputs. And bingo! Now you have all the nutrition facts of a chicken breast. As you scroll down, you can see all the nutrition facts that 3 ounces of chicken breast contains. And in general, one whole piece of whole chicken breast you buy at a grocery shop is about 6 ounces. Or, if you buy pounds, you can switch unit here too. Then you type in number of serving you'll be eating. And there you have it. 6 ounces of chicken breast that contains 0 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fat, and 48 grams of protein. And since I changed serving size to 6 ounce, the nutrition content down there will be updated accordingly too. Then you click or press the check mark on the upper right corner. And you just had your first log of food you eat. Cool, right? I'll leave you to explore this app yourself. But I am telling you that I cannot live without this app anymore. There are many other apps like this. This is just my personal choice. If you have your own, just keep using it. Now, including knowing your body from my last week's video and the food of today's video, I have covered 70% of body transformation topic. Next week, I'll be talking about the rest 30% of the topic, training. Believe it or not, training is actually much easier than dieting in the process of body transformation. Again, thanks for watching my video today, and I'm Bufford. I'll see you next time.